A study in 2020 involving college students found that 151 out of 200 students reported feeling stressed out before an exam. That's 75.5%. In 2022, a survey asked 54,000 undergraduate college students about their test anxiety, and 77% of them reported psychological distress. Testing anxiety has become increasingly common among college students, especially following the pandemic and with high-stakes standardized tests becoming more prevalent. If you find that you've been experiencing more anxiety than usual before tests or quizzes, you're definitely not alone, and there are many strategies that can help. The following tips are not a one-size-fits-all way of coping with testing anxiety. They're just helpful tools. Everyone is different, and what works for you might not work for someone else. It's important to experiment with them and find what works specifically for you. Learning how to study efficiently and effectively will help alleviate anxiety symptoms because you will feel more prepared. Everyone studies differently. Finding your own way of studying at the beginning of your college journey will be beneficial so you can study well throughout the duration of your time in school. Finding the way that works for you will be like finding the right pair of shoes. You will have to try various ones until it's just right. Maybe studying alone in the quiet is your thing, or studying alone with the music on. Or maybe you're someone who studies well in groups because you learn through discussion. There is no wrong way to study, as long as you're doing it and it's working. Setting aside times each day to study before a test is another helpful tool. Keep the time that you study to a manageable level, with a stopping point, like 30 minutes or an hour. We have an easier time digesting study material when it's broken up into small parts rather than cramming all of it in at once. Anxiety oftentimes causes our heart to race, muscles to be tense, and our breathing to be rapid and short. If you experience these symptoms and others before a test, you might want to try relaxation techniques. Deep breathing is a great way to lower your heart rate and make your breathing deeper and more purposeful. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, hold it for 4 seconds, and exhale through an invisible straw for 6 seconds. This process should be repeated when you're practicing it for about 2 minutes. But in a moment of anxiety, when you're trying to lower your heart rate, it can sometimes take 5 to 10 minutes. Counting the seconds slowly in your head as you go keeps you on track, but it also helps you take your mind off the anxiety-inducing test. Deep breathing is a great tool not only because it works, but because it can be done anytime, anywhere, and no one has to know you're doing it. If you have trouble breathing due to asthma or another condition, only do the amount of seconds that are comfortable for you, or skip this tool altogether. Another effective relaxation technique is called progressive muscle relaxation. It involves tensing and relaxing each muscle group without straining, starting with your feet and moving up to your face. Once you tense each group, you tense them all together and then relax. When you do this process, you want to really focus on the difference in your body between feeling tension and relaxation. Doing this before heading to an important test can really help loosen you up and clear your head. If you have any specific pain areas on your body due to chronic pain or another condition, be sure to skip those areas when you're doing this technique. One of the easiest and best things you can do to help yourself feel less stressed before a test is to make sure you eat beforehand and get enough sleep. We don't function at our full capacity when we're tired or hungry. This doesn't necessarily mean eating a big meal before your test if that's out of the norm for you. It can be a smoothie or a granola bar, anything that will help your stomach from growling during the test and help your body use energy more effectively. The night before a test, go to bed in a timely manner to allow yourself to get 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep. You won't feel as sluggish when you wake up or experience brain fog like you would if you stayed up late and rolled out of bed right before class. Tests are unfortunately a necessary part of college life. However, they don't have to cause us anxiety or inhibit our daily functioning. If you study effectively, relax, sleep well, and eat beforehand, you will set yourself up for success. If you try these techniques and you want to continue taking steps towards improving how you feel, counseling services are now available for free on campus in Office 103 in the library from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays, as well as virtual sessions on Fridays. Contact the Help Center at helpcenter@sscok.edu to schedule an appointment.